Okay, we're back with the next little chapter in this first part, and that is all about how to talk to your spirit guides, to your intuition, your higher self, to source. Basically, how do you address them? How do you address your higher self? How do you address the energy that is part of you? Because you are source energy. So you have to learn how to reach out to that higher aspect of yourself, to your spirit guides, to source energy, and also basically who can you reach out to begin with. First of all, there is your higher self. You are here as whatever your name is, you are here in your body, but there is also this higher aspect of you that knows everything, that is always connected, that is always that is aligned with source energy, because all of that doesn't fit into this physical body vessel. It can't, like, your whole soul is so expanded and big and profound, it does not fit in your body. So there is basically this whole field of your energy that is outside of your body that you can always access, that you can always work with, that is a part of you. And that is what being intuitive is about living in alignment with that higher aspect of yourself and learning to listen to that voice just as much as you hear external voices or the voice of your ego. So that's what we will be talking about. Um, First of all, you have to realize also that asking for help is the first step, because your spirit guides, source energy, is not going to be able to help you when you're not asking. Angels and guides and other external energies, they can only assist you when you ask, because we have free will, and true angelics will never disrespect your free will. They will always respect your free will. And the thing is, back in ancient times, ancient tribes or times of Atlantis, Lemuria, or native tribes right now, Native American tribes or the Aboriginals in Australia, they all know that we have a bunch of spirit guides and help from beyond the veil, and they know that we aren't meant to do everything on our own. They always ask for help, because they know that they didn't come here all alone to do everything on their own. They know, and they teach their children that when you come down to earth, you have help, and you have to ask for the help if you want to receive the help. So that's what we're going to be talking about now, about how to ask for help, how to talk to all the help that you have that's invisible to you. So, yeah, that's the thing. There's your higher self. It's really easy to talk to your higher self because it's you. It's like having a conversation with yourself, and there's nothing silly about it. You can just do it. You can talk to yourself all the time, and then you can feel into the answers that you're getting back or the feelings that you're getting. And it's basically just a conversation with yourself. Then there's your spirit guides. You can talk to them. Just talk to them in your head or out loud. It doesn't matter. They hear you. And the more that you reach out to them, the more that they are going to see that you want them to help you, that you're open to receiving help, just simply asking for the help, and it will be given. You may not see it, but it will appear in signs, in little symbols, numerology, like numbers, that number sequences that are going to start popping up. So a good thing to do to show your spirit guides that you are open to receiving help is by prayer, by using prayer. And if you have a religious background, then I really want to clarify that this is nothing like the prayers that you have learned to do in church or in school. If you went to Catholic school like I did, it's none of that, so just throw that overboard. It's not based in fear, but that's a whole other chapter that we're going to get into anyway. We're going to get into that later, the religious programming. So I'm not going to get into that too much now. But prayer from an empowered point of view. So it's not going to be like, please this and that, please blah 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 blah, make sure this and that, that I'm not going to be punished by God or by the devil or whatever. It's none of that stuff. It is basically knowing that it is already yours. It is thanking for what is already there available to you at any given moment. So what I like to do is say a little thing every morning when I get up. That's the perfect time to connect to your intuition, right when you wake up. Right after waking up, your soul is still in that in-between state of being awake and asleep, and then you are way more susceptible to the voice of your intuition, and the ego voice hasn't woken up yet. Actually, the first hour after waking up is the perfect time to connect to source, to connect to your higher self and your spirit guides. And also, when you're already in bed and you're about to fall asleep, that is when the ego also starts to fall asleep. So the best times to meditate are in the morning and in the evening. Those are, and also for prayer to work. So how do you pray? How can you pray? You can write it down in a little book if that works for you, like a journaling, but you can also say it out loud, and it can be really simple. It can be something like, thank you angels for always reminding me of your presence, and thank you angels for always guiding me on the way. Thank you angels for always assisting me with this and this and this and this, and whatever is important to you, you can name that. And even if you're trying to ask for help, or please help me with this, if you phrase it like this, thank you angels for helping me with this and this and this, you are saying that you are convinced that it is done, that it is done, that they are helping you, and they would, because that's how the universe talks. They respond to what you're sending out. So if you are saying, thank you for helping me with this, they are going to send you the help. If you are saying, I wish you would just help me with this, I don't have this, that's in an energy of lack, of not having it yet. And that is not something that they can respond to, because they actually want to respond to positive uh, energy. So that's what they can respond to, because they're made out of love, out of light. So if you send them love and light, that's the only way they can respond to you. So try prayer, but try to form your prayer in a positive way. So if you need help with that while watching this module, please let me know and I can help you with that. Yeah, so what I wrote down some stuff here too, because I want to make sure that I cover everything, that I'm not leaving anything out. Prayer is basically talking to your spirit entourage, and meditation is listening. It's receiving the answer. So right now we're talking about reaching out and talking to them using affirmations. Affirmations, that is basically setting the tone of the day with the energy that you would like to receive, the energy that you would like to spend your day in. You set the tone upon waking up. Like I said earlier, your brain is in an alpha brainwave state. And like I said, the best times to tune in to source energy, and when your ego is still turned off, is the first hour upon waking up. So try to not look at the phone right away. Try to stay off of social media, news websites, all of that stuff until you've been up for about an hour. And try to just listen to affirmations. You can make your own affirmations, record them, and listen to yourself. Or you can find all kinds of good affirmations on YouTube. Or you can ask for my help with affirmations, and I can definitely help you with that. Yeah, what else did I write down? You can also listen to affirmations when you're just doing stuff around the house, when you're doing the dishes, when you're cooking dinner, or stuff like that. Listen to affirmations, reprogram your mind into aligning with your intuition. There's all kinds of good affirmations out there. You can make your own affirmations, and it can sound like this. You can just say, but then again, you have to say it in the energy of, I already have it, it is already done. Because if you are going to say things like, I wish I was more blah blah blah, I want to be blah blah blah, the universe is going to hear that and say, you want this, I am sending you more of you want this, you want this, you want this. But that's going to be received by you as still the not having it, the lack of what you're really wanting to have. So if, for instance, you are repeating daily affirmations that sound like, I choose to be in alignment with my higher self. I choose to always be relaxed and to deal with challenges in a relaxed way. I choose to make decisions based on my intuition. You can say things that start with I choose, or you can also say things that start with I am, because I am really emphasizes the connection with the great I am, source energy. You can say stuff like, I am source energy, I am love, I am relaxed, I am in alignment, and stuff like that. And all of that stuff, if you listen to it for 21 days in a row, that is how long it takes for your brain to believe something. So in the beginning, you may not believe all the stuff, and you're trying to resist it. It's the ego that's trying to say, oh, that's not true, you're being ridiculous. But after 21 days, that voice of the ego is going to get smaller and smaller, and the voice of the intuition is going to be bigger and bigger. And if your intuition is taking over and you are believing the affirmations, then you are going to allow for the channel to open so that the voice of your intuition can come through more clearly. So by listening to daily affirmations, you're going to be able to fine-tune the receiver, basically, so that it can come through more clearly. And like I said, if you need help, I can help you with that. Then at the end of this course, I'm going to give you guys more details on how we can work together when it comes to that. Right now, try to make your own affirmations, or go on YouTube, and there's all kinds of really good affirmations recorded online. But the thing with affirmations is your brain is attuned to your own voice. So your subconscious brain is going to receive the affirmations on a deeper level if it's if you're recording them in your own voice. So if you are listening to your own voice, you're going to believe it. If somebody else is saying, you're also going to believe it, but it's going to take a little longer. But if your brain is hearing your voice repeat the affirmations over and over again every day, it's going to have a way better effect. It's going to have a way deeper and profound effect on your subconscious mind. That is basically how to talk to your higher self, basically, so that your higher self knows, okay, she's ready to have more and more of herself integrate, and to integrate more of her light. There's your spirit guides, and there is angelics, ascended masters, archangels, all these other energies that you can connect with. And we will get more into that later too, because we also want to start working with our team of light that is supporting us, about the difference between spirit guides, ascended masters, archangels, the benefits of connecting to all of those. I'm going to do that in a little bit after this part. But first, another little tip: if you don't like prayer, if you don't like speaking, what you can do, if you like writing, if you're a writer, somebody that likes to read or write, you can write a letter to yourself, a letter to your higher self. And don't judge yourself. Just write a letter to your higher self or guides, the things that you would like to tell yourself, your higher self. You can write it all down, and you can read it again. And whenever a thought of judgment pops up, immediately catch yourself and say, I am perfect the way I am enough the way I am, and I am learning to communicate with my higher self. Try that, and you'll notice that you will start judging what you are writing to your higher self less and less. Try that out and let me know how that works for you. And again, another really good trick, that is relying on your subconscious mind by asking your spirit guide or your higher self to appear in your dreams right before you go to bed. If you're somebody that likes to journal, you can also have a journal next to you and create a dream journal. That is a really good way, even better maybe than the direct talking to your guides or writing letters or praying. If that is something that you don't feel comfortable with, then first try dream journaling before you go to bed. Ask your spirit guides and higher self to appear in your dreams and give you messages, that you are open to receiving their help, that you are open to that you are allowing them to basically help you, to give you advice, even in on when it comes to specific things that you are struggling with. You can ask them for specific advice in your dreams, or just general, just for them to let you know that they are there for you. Ask them to appear in your dreams, and have a little notepad or a book next to your bed and a pen, and then immediately when you wake up, write it down, and you'll start to see a pattern in it after a while, and the messages will start to become more clear and clear the more you do this. So that's another really good trick, to have a dream journal. And when you're in bed, really right before you close your eyes, ask your higher self, ask your team of light to come in and assist you in your dreams and write it all down.